Blue Protocol Star Resonance, an anime-styled MMO with heavy character customization and unique combat skills, even a cosmetic gacha system. What more do us anime nerds need? However, what if I told you there was other versions before this release, leaving the game in development for over 10 years? Yeah, you heard me, 10. Wait, hold on, is this a segue into another niche deep dive? Maddie! To begin with, we need to know the developers. The Blue Protocol we know now was developed by Shanghai Bokura Network Technology and published by A+ Japan. However, before them there was Bandai Namco. We'll get into that later, and I apologize for my mispronunciation. Blue Protocol first began development around spring 2015, according to Amazon Games, meaning the project was in development for several years before its first initial release in 2023. Wait, Maddie, I thought you said it released in 2025. What happened in 2023? Right, I'm getting there, but first you gotta subscribe. That's how people do it, right? On June 14th, 2023, Blue Protocol, minus the Star Resonance, was released on PC in Japan only. Moving to December of 2023, it progressed onto console for Japan only. However, the global version seemed to be facing some delay. It turns out the original game faced issues in Japan, including poor monetization and a lack of content, including low player counts as well, which then led to an announcement in August 2024 that the original Blue Protocol game would officially shut down in Japan, with an end of service on January 18th, 2025. Tencent then took over the rights for Blue Protocol development with its subsidiary Shanghai Bokura Network Technology. I'm still probably saying that wrong. The original developers, Bandai Namco Online, shut down the original game in Japan, and the IP was acquired by Tencent to create the new version. This new version took the name of Blue Protocol Star Resonance, with its first newborn version being released in China July 17th, 2025. The Chinese version, however, is and always will be separate from the global version. That's due to a lot of Chinese laws and regulations. Speaking of the global version, the closed beta test began on August 15th, 2025 and ended on August 20th. The reviews were mixed. Some still felt there was a lack of content, the game felt unpolished, while others seemed to pleasantly enjoy all that was given. Not to mention the gacha was cosmetic only. That's pretty big to come by these days in the gacha community. The global version then was released on October 9th, 2025, being released on PC and mobile. According to Steam alone, they reached a player count of 94k. Mobile players and those on the official launcher aren't counted. It also reached rank 6 in top sellers and a peak viewer count of 128k Twitch viewers. That's a lot of people. Now, the game has some positives and negatives like most games do. Positives being the visuals and customization, the action combat, the accessibility, and the variety of content this game seems to offer. Whereas the negatives is server/connection issues, the empty worlds, the perceived pay-to-win gacha system, and the time gates. The game still has rather mixed reviews with everything coming together. I too have some opinions. The time gate I dislike, and I think the dungeon grinds are rather repetitive over a while. However, I do enjoy the grind, so everything else is perfect for me. I hope this game can reach a new audience and it gains the traction that it very well deserves. At the end of the day, everything should be taken with a bit of grain of salt, as I did research this stuff while I'm sick, so if I did give some misinformation, please correct me down in the comments below so I know what to change. And if I make another video like this in the future, please let me know what games you guys would like to see done. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, join my Discord server for sneak peeks, and watch my bloopers because they're funny. And for you people who do know the type of content I make, no, I will not be making the Rise and Fall of Blue Protocol video. I don't need to. Stop asking. What more do us anime nerds... Wait, Maddie, so you're saying that it took 10 years just because of delays? 10 years for a game that still feels lacking in content? Well, yeah, and actually I'm just talking to myself. I don't know why you're talking. Well, but like, I'm, right, I'm getting there. Just hold your horses. I'm kind of sick while making this video. Did you guys notice that? Because I hope not. Please tell me. Please. So, in conclusion, it took 10 years for a global launch due to long development time, troubled launch, poor reception, and cancellation, for the relaunch to then make its way and bloom into this wonderful MMO world we call Blue Protocol?